All right, what's going on, everybody? So we're going to do a little chart breakdown on USDCHF real quick before the market opens in the next couple hours. So I just found something interesting on this pair right here. I'm just going to go to a higher time frame. So I'm going to go to the day time frame, just see what it's doing on like the higher time frames, and then go down to a lower. So it's kind of like jumbled over here because I just want to keep what I have. So what I see from the week time frame, I see some sort of like an ascending triangle that is formed. I'm not even going to go back there. I'm just going to keep right here. So some sort of an ascending triangle that is formed. We see an overall uptrend on the weekly time frame. All right. We see this was respected. We had this trend line go from here. I'm going to take this off because I don't even use it. So I see an ascending triangle forming. So we have point A, point B here, and then this one formed right here. So I just moved the trend line. And as far as this right here, there's something in the lower time frame. This one right here is just point A, point B, we saw point C respected. So that's why I just kept it, because you never know into the future. May push up to that area. So I'm going to go to a lower time frame now. We also see price is literally kind of hovering around this monthly right here, and sitting on top past as far as this weekly right here. So let's go to the daily and see what we have. So as we look at the daily, we see price respecting this this resistance right here and right here, sort of wicked over here. We see price sitting on top of this weekly. Price pushed down to that trend line that was on that weekly right here, the weekly trend line, getting to that area, and we see some sort of consolidation forming up here. But price really pushed up here. Let me see. Let me actually go back. So on the weekly time frame, what are we in? We see prices on a uptrend, but essentially, I think I see price broke structure right here on the weekly. And if I'm not mistaken, I think overall price is going to go to this area right here. I think overall, it'll probably take a while to get there, but I think overall price is going to go in that area. Let me see how many pips that is, just so I know what price is currently right here. What the hell? So 500 pips, which is cool. It's really not that much for the amount of time that it'll take to get there. But at least we have an overall perspective of where price will go. We saw price hit here, price hit here. We see that trend line, that price hit here. If anything, price may get to that area. And let's see if it correlates with some sort of fibs. Point A, point B, up here. Not really. In between 61.8 and 78.6. Okay. So see making higher highs and higher lows, definitely. If I was to go to a lower time frame like the H4, it's definitely making that. We see price really pushes up. And I already had my fibs here, point A, point B, price hits to 50%, as I see here on the daily, 50% on the daily, and then 61.8 on the daily for this one, all right? And then, so it's definitely an uptrend on the daily chart. The H4, what does the H4 tell me? So we see higher highs and higher lows forming on the day, right? Price respects that that daily higher high, and respects it over here as well. Okay. So as far as this trend line, we have a buy zone, which is the top area, right? We have a buy zone, which is the top area, and then we have a sell zone. It doesn't mean price breaks structure if it passes on that trend line onto the sell zone, but if price actually breaks structure, then price breaks structure. And what we see here is the fact that price breaks that trend line, but also breaks the break structure on the H4 time frame. So that tells me a couple things, that this may head into the downtrend, and what we see here is a lower low and a lower low on the H4 time frame, which is definitely important. Okay. We see a lower high forms here, so we see a let's say this is a higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high. We see I guess you can call this a higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and what do you think? We expect a lower low to form. We expect a lower low to form. If I was to go to a lower time frame and I was to put point A, I have no idea. I'm not even touching it. What the heck? I have no idea what happened. All right, so we see point A, point B, point C, right? So I had